Come on in. You know what time it is. I got something special for you. You know it's another Sunday. We get ready for the week ahead. Let's breathe in. Let's get excited. Let's say from the bed. It's knockout time, baby. Come on, let's get it. Take one opportunity. One opportunity. You got one life to live. Like you got one opportunity to get this right and to live your dreams and to walk into your greatness. I want you guys to understand me when I say this to you from the bottom of my heart. All men, all human beings are created equal. What makes us different or what makes us great, what makes us who we are to have the life we dream of is what we do. And many of you are going through a lot of challenges and obstacles as you work on your dreams and you are thinking to yourself, what am I doing wrong? Now, I want you to understand this. There are some people that are just talented, like Michael Jordan. I just believe that was a raw talent. But I want you to understand this, that there are some people that are just gifted. Like, I want you to understand that have the gift and they just show up and sometimes they just blow up. And there are many of us who think that because they are talented, that they don't do the work. Now, I want you to understand me when I say this. For all the people that I have done my research on, Kobe Bryant, all these amazing human beings, Tiger Woods, like all these gifted, talented people that we know who have done amazing things, is what I understand that they didn't separate their gift from their life. Come on. I want to help you. Now, I know you heard that when you are talented and you refuse to do the work, hard work will beat talent any single day. Like no matter how gifted you are, as we watch the NBA to a crunch right now, no matter how talented you are, when you refuse to work, you will not get the results that you desire. So Usain Bolt, final race of his lifetime, before he retired, before he hanged up his belt, we know Gatlin was sitting there waiting for the opportunity, and he beat him. Why? Because Usain did not prepare for that race the way he prepared for other races. Listen to me. Hard work beats talent when talent refuses to work. I don't care how gifted you are. I am the number one motivational speaker in the world. I know that there's nobody out there greater than me. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm put in the work. Like I go 3-4 days without sleep because I understand that sometimes you have to be willing to sacrifice sleep to get to the top. And some of you ain't willing to give up some stuff. Like you are not willing to sacrifice sleep or sacrifice some TV or some game or going out with your friends to get that reward. And that's the difference between those who are great and average. Now I'm saying this to you, like Gershom Jerome Allen, aka Dr. G, the love motivator, made a decision in 2009, coming out of homelessness, sleeping on a park bench, like struggling with learning disability, diagnosed at the age of 31, that had dyslexia and dyspraxia, but was called dunce, hard-headed and slow, beaten to learn. I made a decision that I was going to become the number one motivational speaker in the world. That's right. Like, I made a decision that there's no motivational speaker that would outwork me. I made a decision, y'all, and I'm going to tell you this. I would die before I quit. And there are many of you that are playing around with your talent or your gift and expect that your gift will give you the reward and you don't want to do the work. Now, let me tell you a quick story before I go any forward. So my father and I, we were talking, right? And my father said, son, I want to tell you a story. So there was this woman in the village that they know, and this woman was coming home, and she was coming home and with the bag of washing on her head, because you had to walk to the river where I come from to get your clothes washed. And she looked at the neighbor, the lady, and she said, look, God helped me today. And she was carrying her washing on her head. And he said, look, well, the neighbor said, well, I got some washing to do. Maybe if I go down to the river and God will help me too. So she got her washing and she went down to the river and she was down there. She put down the washing at the side of the river bank and then stood there and was waiting for God to help him. And I know you know the story, right? Like, you know that right there in that moment as she waited there, she was there early in the morning. She got there, she was sitting at the riverbank, and she was waiting for God to help her. She took a time out and started to come back up the riverbank with the washing not done. And then she went and said, I need to speak to this lady. Now the lady came and said, look, you told me that God was going to help me when that God helped you. And I was sitting there at the riverbank waiting for God to help me. And there's no God. God didn't help me. And then the lady looked there and said, so what did you do? Did you put the washing in the water? Did you start to do a little bit? She said, no, I put the basket down and I was waiting for God to come to help me. And I'm going to tell you this, like there are many of you don't realize that without works, faith is dead. So I'm trying to explain to you, most of you have the gift. Most of you are talented. But the problem with you is that you are waiting for God to help you. And God is saying, I gave you the gift. Come on, you got it in your hand. I know you know it. He said, look, you've got it in your hand. Like what you are praying for is in your hand. And the only way I can help you to be fruitful and multiply is if you use what's in your hands. So you gifted, you talented, and you're not using your gifts. Like I've got over 5,000 videos. Listen to me very carefully. I've been grinding. I've got over 10,000 hours of video. Like I've been working. I've been putting it out there. I understand that there's nobody going to outwork me because I made a sacrifice to be the gift. And some of you only want to be the gift when you're getting the reward. Like if you're getting paid for it. And you don't want to put in the work to understand that the average people only do what is required, but the great people do above what is required. So some of you don't want to do the work. And I'm trying to explain to you, God will help you if you're willing to go above and beyond to be the great human being that you're supposed to be. Stop settling for being average. Like seriously, you want to earn 6-7 figures. You want to be a billionaire and you're wondering how these people are doing it. And the problem with you is you're not doing the work. It's that simple. You want to succeed. And I know that you are willing to sacrifice. And some of you don't want to make up your mind that I'm going to do whatever it takes. Like you got to make your mind. Like I'm going to be that person that's on the court and off the court. When the game starts, I'm ready. Like, you got to understand, the game don't start when the game starts. The game starts when you are preparing for the game. Like, you have to do what is required before the game starts. And some of you don't want to do the work. And the problem with you is, Michael Jordan says, look, I will not just shoot 1,000 shots. I will make 1,000 shots before I quit. And some of you don't understand that for you to be great, you've got to be determined that I'm going to do more. I'm going to be more. I'm going to show up on time. I'm going to sacrifice. I'm going to do the work. And I'm going to tell you this, like, listen to me very carefully. College dropout, that's me. Couldn't spell my second name, Jerome, at the age of 25, that's me. Being to learn in the Caribbean, called dunce, hard-headed and slow, that's me. Look, one of my teachers said when I came to London after losing everything to a volcano in 95, fell into a depression. My teacher, Cindy Simmons, rest in peace, she died. She said to me, son, you are gifted with the gift of speaking. And I know it did not do anything for you coming to a private school because you had to go out and take your GCSEs. I need to tell you, son, that don't give up because you've got a gift. And that gift, you are blessed with being able to articulate yourself that you can speak into people's lives. And she said to me, you will use this gift, and that gift will make room for you someday. And now I'm living the dream. I'm a published author of 4 books with no help. Like, how did I do it? How did I transform? Listen to me. I made a decision that I was going to do the work. And I was going to use my faith to take me to the next level. But my faith did not tell me it was going to be easy. My faith told me it's possible. So some of you right now are sitting down being average because you don't want to do the work. You don't want to sacrifice sleep. You want to go out there and celebrate and enjoy yourself and party and go on holidays and then complain about the life that you have. I want to tell you this, like from the bottom of my heart, whoever you are in 2022, I want you to know that you have to be willing to die for what you want if you want to be great. You know, Oprah Winfrey said when she was on doing the news, she was not comfortable being herself by people telling me what to say. Telling her what to say. And she said when she was able to do the talk show, she was able to be in her own self, being true to who she really is, having a conversation, and naturally she was able to elevate because she was being who she are. Some of you are pretending with your life. Like some of you are pretending with who you are, and you don't see that that's what's blocking you from being great. I had to accept who I am. I came from a poor family, slept on the floor, didn't have a bed till the age of 13. I had to accept who I am. I couldn't spell, couldn't read. I was struggling. I was dunce. That's what I believed. But I had to accept that that's not me anymore. I will do the work and elevate. So listen to me. This Sunday, Knockout Time family, I need to get this in your mindset. I am the greatest motivational speaker. I am the #1 motivational speaker. I believe that God gave me the gift. And I know that you have to start speaking into your life that I believe that everything that God has for me, I will get it. Because I will do everything in my power to execute. It's your boy, Dr. G, the Love Motivator. I want to bless you today. I want you to share this video because somebody out there is thinking that they're average when God told them they're supposed to be great. Like, you are amazing. You are powerful beyond measure. And God wants you to know this. And if I could tell you this, let me just finish on this note. My sister died from COVID, and I was in the hospital when I got the COVID. And I remember my sister said, in a voice in my head, saying, son, my brother, look, you are amazing. Speaker, like, you have the world needs to hear you. And all you got to do is to believe that you are amazing. And I say, I'm going to do this for my sister. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this come what may. And some of you don't have a why that pushes you. I'm doing this for my daughter, for my son. I'm doing this for my wife. I'm doing this for everybody that told me I couldn't make it. When you attach your why to what you do, I guarantee you it will push you to greatness. It will push you past your pain. So when my sister died, I remember like in my mindset, like saying, I've got to do this book again. I've got to push myself beyond average. So I want to ask you, like, are you willing to push yourself beyond average? Are you willing to do what others won't do to have what others don't have? Because I know I'm the #1 motivational speaker. And the world just don't know me yet. You got to believe it. You got to say it with the authority that God gave you, that He said, I gave you dominion, Gershom. I gave you dominion over your voice. Like, your voice will make room for you. And all you got to do is to speak it, believe it, and execute it, and it will be done. So for me, right now, when he got sober, I say this to all of you. I say this to everybody that's watching this. I want to inspire to the point that I believe in you. I believe that you didn't stumble upon this video by accident. And if you believe that you are great and you are amazing and you are God's masterpiece, fashioned and molded, I want you to act as if you are. Speak as if you are. Walk as if you are. Do the work as if you are. And I want you to know this, that the opportunity will come. The opportunity will come where you will elevate and where you will live your dream. You know what time it is? You just watch another one. See you next Sunday. Say it from the belly. It's knockout time, baby. I'm gone.